Hey, what's up guys, this is Liam Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video today. We're going to be talking about more Jeff Kaplan stuff, improvements to the matchmaker hopefully coming, things that he's hinted at to make our games of Overwatch better. Now, a couple of days ago, I did an entire video about something Jeff had said regarding one-tricks, playing as a team, and really used that whole video to express that no matter how you like to play Overwatch, whether it's on your own, one-tricking, not one-tricking, flexing, playing in a team, a lot of people don't seem to be having a lot of fun with the game, and we kind of discussed with you guys how the game could be improved, and I also recommended some ways that I had been playing the game to improve it. So gameplay you'll be watching in this video is me just playing in a 6-stack with friends. Although I'm at a lower rank, the games are a much better quality, and we'll get onto that a little bit later. But what has happened is Effect, who is an amazing Overwatch League player, was playing on his live stream and people were just throwing. No one was trying to win. There was sim one tricks everywhere. He got really frustrated and kind of vocalized a letter to Jeff Kaplan, which of course Mr. Kaplan then himself stumbled across and actually replied to it in a thread on Reddit. The thread reads that fixing the one-trick issue is extremely complicated for a lot of different reasons. There is a spirit, freedom, and creativity to the game that we're eager to protect, but I also believe other players can cause a detrimental experience. I don't have immediate solutions to your problem that don't drastically change the face of Overwatch, but I do want you to know that we care and we're very engaged in brainstorming solutions. Changes will not happen fast on this subject, but with that said, we have placed urgency on ourselves to make a change. For example, one thing they're examining, and this is really important, is the reasons that players don't want to group, and I'll get onto that in a second. I wish there was a world where Overwatch players felt they could play with who they want. This would be an immediate solve to the problem, but we are a long way from achieving such a state. In any event, please know that we hear your frustration, etc, etc. So, there's two things in here that are really super important, and I'll start with the positive one first, because the other one's not that easy for me to word, but why players don't want to group. So Jeff's saying people are not wanting to group, and some of these are misconceptions and some of these are entirely true. So Jeff completely understands there's reasons not to play with your friends. So originally, one of the big reasons was performance-based SR. If you have performance-based SR, you play in a team, you actually get worse stats when you play in a team because the team fights are cleaner, you don't get trash stats. That's the number one problem if you're in the performance SR still. If you're below diamond, if you're above it, that's no longer an issue. Massive queue times is also another issue, up to 10, 15, 20 minutes sometimes depending on the rank you're at to find a team. If it does not put you against a full team, this is the next problem, is it will put you against people that are considerably higher ranked than you. This also comes hand in hand with the fact that when you play as a team, the other team actually try because they need to. So the other day I was playing with my buddies and the enemy team had a 2-stack and a 4-stack I believe it was, and they beat us. They played insanely well, and that advantage that they have was significant. They were a few hundred SR above us and they just tried. They played really well. So a lot of these issues all in one contribute to why people don't play as a 6-stack. But the biggest reason, in my opinion, is that people among their friends are in a varied skill rating from their friends. So the problem is they're not close enough to play with them. They're not within that 500 or 1000 SR, depends what rank they're at, to play with their friends. Now, what a lot of other games do, and I think Jeff is maybe hinting at in this, is you don't have restrictions when you play in a 6-stack team. So if you play 4 diamonds and 2 golds on your team, and you play against an enemy team, it might stack the SR against you a little bit because you've got mostly diamonds. So if it gives you all diamonds on the other team and your gold friends aren't good enough, then it's on you and your team and it doesn't hurt anybody else. What this will do as well when you 6-stack, back to that other thing, is it forces the enemy team to also try harder if they're not in such a big stack as you. This just overall improves the experience tenfold. Going into solo queue as well teaches so many habits because people aren't learning Overwatch when they solo queue, they're learning the matchmaker. They're learning how to gain SR, not how to gain knowledge or improve at the game. And they are two very different things a lot of the time. If you want to go and play soldier, you're much better off just spamming, getting damage, getting that stat up to rank up to diamond than you are getting the kills that matter. The same on a hero like Winston even. If you're at gold, you're better off just diving in, getting some damage, getting a kill and dying over and over. Even if you lose like 48% of your games, you'll end up ranking up just because your stats are so high. So it teaches all of these bad habits. If you could play with your friends, more people would be inclined to do it. It would also reduce the time that it would take to find games, the games would be of better quality, and it simply wouldn't be possible to one-trick sim to a high rank. Because against an organised team, she doesn't really do anything. Look at pro pick rates, for example. Sim is never picked, leading people to believe she probably needs a buff or change, but in matchmaking, we all know that she dominates currently against the unorganised meta that is in solo queue. The only thing that concerns me about this is if we read this back. I wish there was a world where Overwatch players felt like they could play with who they want. This would be an immediate solve to the problem, but we're a long way from achieving such a state. So it doesn't sound like this is coming anytime soon, but it definitely sounds like they want you to be able to play with all your friends. Every competitive game that I can think of, especially one like CSGO, there is never a restriction for you playing with your friends. I play CSGO, I play at Global Elite with my friends, but we can drag an MG friend in, and if he can't hang, that's on us, and that doesn't hurt anybody else. The final argument about this, of course, is, well, what if you boost someone up to that high rank and then they solo queue? My argument is we wouldn't be able to boost them to that rank if they couldn't hang there. It just doesn't really work like that. And also, even if someone was boosted, that is a very minimal problem versus everyone being boosted and the whole thing being a mess and people ultimately not enjoying it. That's what I want to fix here. That's what I want to get solved is how do we fix this problem? And what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you want to be able to queue with your friends when you play? If you're 1,000 or 2,000 SR apart and you're not in a stack, I could see why there could be problems, but in a stack, overall SR is really all that matters. The last thing I want to address here in what Jeff says is fixing the one-trick issue is extremely complicated for a lot of reasons. There is a spirit, freedom, and creativity to the game that we're eager to protect. The problem with this is the actual meta is very different from the matchmaking meta because of all the other things that I've explained. But being creative by just picking one hero isn't actually what people are doing. They're not picking one hero to try and be creative with it. They're picking one hero because we all know how to rank up. It's by playing one hero and getting really good at it. So the question is, and I asked this again the other day when I did that video, is what do you want from the game? Because I probably want something different to you guys, but what we all want is for our shared experience to be better. Because at the minute, a lot of people aren't enjoying this stuff, and it's a shame because the game's amazing. We just need to get to that place again where we can enjoy it with our friends. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop a like as it really does help us out and lets us know that you're enjoying the content. And as always, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when our videos go live. Be sure to have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.